House Oversight Committee member, Tennessee Congressman Tim Burchett joins me now. Congressman, I'm so thankful you're here with the guns in the background, actually, by the way. I see this as like these people really don't know who the enemy is, do they?
No, you mentioned those guns. My father knew who the enemy was. My mama lost a brother fighting the Nazis, and Dad took those off of soldiers in the Pacific apart and taking their life. So, I think we have very short memories in this country, and anti-Semitism is at the root of this. Hamas is an evil group of people. And you got to remember, too, their leaders are living in Qatar. They're billionaires, literally billionaires. And they're not living over there in Gaza. And it's just, it's a horrible situation. Rashida knows better than this. She reels it back in, and then she throws it back out. You just can't get past the anti-Semitism with her. And, the Republicans will spend money trying to beat me and probably give her a free walk.
Yeah.
If that's how backward the world is.
That's crazy to me. Congressman, I want to get back to Hunter Biden because this guy's on the tip of my radar. All right, so take a listen to what he said on they said on NBC, not MSNBC, of all things about this Hunter subpoena probe.
Some sort of direct connection or some sort of collaboration between the White House and Hunter Biden's legal team that led to the president himself specifically telling Hunter Biden not to comply with the committee's subpoena to appear for a deposition. And they're not basing it really on much hard evidence, instead just public statements from members of the White House team, not the president himself.
That's kind of the nature of an investigation, is you want to get the answer to see if the evidence is there, right?
Yeah, and Chairman Jordan and Chairman Comer are doing an excellent job of putting the facts out. This is not a lynching. This is a legal proceeding. That's why we're going through these documents. And, I've been through them. $30 million has flowed through this family. Nobody's for sure that they paid any dadgum taxes on it. And to think that there's no tie-in. Joe gets money. Everybody knows it. Everybody's seen it. The Democrats just keep saying it doesn't exist just because that seems to be what works in the far left media. But the reality is over 60% of Americans believe, and that's Democrats and Republicans, believe something shady went on there. And that's why I believe they're going to be looking for a new president come next year, the Democrats.
Yeah, exactly. Or at least someone to run against a Republican in 2028, because I'm hoping it's going to be DJT. But, Congressman, remember that Chinese balloon that the DOD and the Biden administration originally didn't want to tell us about? It flew over the country for like over a week before finally went 2,000 miles. They shot it down over the other coast, not the one that it came from. And then they told us, it wasn't submitting anything. It wasn't transmitting anything. We don't really know what it was. It's probably a weather balloon. Turns out it was checked into U.S. Wi-Fi almost the whole time.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me. I feel like we've been compromised by the communist Chinese. There's no other reason. It was allowed to circumvent the entire continental United States from the Aleutian Islands. It turned around, actually. It followed the airstreams, as you know. And over my home state of Tennessee, it went over Fort Campbell, Kentucky, went back over Oak Ridge National Laboratory, which is not only is where the areas that they created the atomic bomb, and of course has a lot of our nuclear secrets now. And then it was allowed to be shot down off the coast of Myrtle Beach. So we had, and then they said, well, Trump allowed them through there too, which was a lie. We've talked to the generals; they've said that, And why this isn't a national news story, this was a complete failure of our intelligence agencies and our military. Yeah. They just thumbed their nose, and it's not our military fighting men and women. It's those sitting behind those desks at the Pentagon that we continuously flood with more and more dollars, and they keep producing these woke. Listen, the NDAA, they're more concerned with providing for surgeries for transgenders and the trans shows, and they worry about this. Chinese just laugh at us over this stuff. And there again, we allowed this to happen, and this was hardly even mentioned when Biden went to talk to Xi Jinping. So, I feel like we've been compromised. There's no other reason for this to be that way. We are being ruled by anarchists, and people. Let me tell you, 2024. If you sit on your butt and are watching The View all day and decide not to go vote, like 20 million of you did the last time, we're going to lose our country.
Yep.
Because this would have not happened under Donald Trump. I can tell you that.
Elections do have consequences. Congressman Burchett, we appreciate you being here.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for serving our great country.
Thanks,
You're the
sir.
man.
All right, coming up, another record.